HHDG. Peace, HHDG. We are on another episode of HHDG Media Podcast. Shout out to our Facebook group, HHDG, Hip Hop Discussion Group, tuning in. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to our HHDG Media Inc. company that makes it happen every week, every month. Shout out to y'all. Starting with T. Smith, the Mayor, Skelly Top, Rock Vader KB, and myself, Wiki. Now, before we get into tonight's guest, coming from the Northeast, a little further than where I'm from, definitely got to know that these two MCs, as well as one is also a producer, definitely students of and part of hip hop culture, from when you listen to their music and their delivery. When it comes to how they drop these bars, they kind of remind me of two particular MCs that they work with that I'm not going to bring up their names just yet, but when we get into the interview, I'm going to mention how their similarities are with speaking on the environment, things that go on in the environment, how society is in particular ways of covert operating type of things, as well as just bringing those ill bars, them just spitting at you, coming with them hard lyrics. And aside from that, you got the little bit of a, how you say, split personality type of delivery coming in. How they come with two different types of flows, and with the production, the production has sometimes got a little bit of a eerie feel coming from Wolfman, but it always has that knock to it. And we're going to talk a little bit also about their own separate crews that they have, and how they came to form the group that just dropped a dope album, Goon Union, Temple of Goons. Definitely going to get into that. We're going to talk a little bit about hip hop in Rhode Island. Maybe they can put me on to something. Now, we have two out of the three members of Goon Union, and I'd like to introduce them. Repping Providence, Rhode Island. Here's something I found on the web. Red Rebel.
Oh, much respect, bro.
And Wolfman Jeff.
What's up? What's up?
How y'all doing?
Excellent.
All right.
Excellent. Appreciate you. Thank you for having me. That was a dope intro, man.
Salute, man.
Absolutely.
Salute. Much appreciated. How you doing?
Doing good. Now, before we get into anything current with Goon Union and your groups, how long have the two of you known each other?
Yo, we just met like 3-4 months ago through Lord Willing.
Wow.
Yeah, from the Crooked City project. I was featured on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Dope. All right. So, being that you both from Rhode Island, I'm sure at some point you
I'm actually from New York, but I've been out here a while.
Yeah.
I'm a long-time resident of Providence.
Yeah, because everything I see, it always says Providence based.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're based in Providence.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
So I'm sure at some point the two of you might have passed each other at like a studio session, maybe an event at some point.
Not even, man.
Really?
No.
This dude is far underground. No, this dude is far underground.
I'm deep. I'm in the deepest depths of the underground. The darkness. They found me in a dark corner under a mattress.
Yeah, he was like semi-retired and shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, all right. So tell us, Wolfman, what, how did the production come for you? Was there someone you know that you grew up with that you seen producing, or is it just the influence of other producers in hip hop?
Well, definitely a little bit of both. I mean, for me, as far as production, um, you know, I mean, I was a rapper first, and I started, being a fan, grabbing, all the hip hop that was coming out.
Hmm.
When I started kind of getting into what they're sampling, I started buying records, and next thing I know, I'm like, yo, why am I getting beats from other people, dude? I should just make my own beat, and so that's how it started. I just, it was really organic for me. I kind of moved from that, I just wanted to, the beats that were coming out, even though I thought they were dope, I thought I could do something a little different because I'm a little, little offbeat. You know what I'm saying? So, I just wanted to do it the way I wanted to do it. So I said, fuck the middleman, just start doing the beats, and I love that shit. I love digging. The thing about digging, what you don't hear a lot of people talking about is, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, people who aren't hip hop are like, oh, hip hop steals other people's music and so on and so forth. But you know what? Yo, I listen to this shit. I found so many different genres and so people, so many other musicians that I ended up loving because of hip hop. If it wasn't for hip hop, I wouldn't know about 90% of these people, you know?
That's true.
And
That's
I
true.
love that, and that's where, my production came from. And I don't really, as far as producing, I'm not really one to really just loop somebody's sample up. I like to kind of make it my own, try and
Mhm.
disguise it as much as possible and be creative as possible. And I know you said there's one producer, but Red also produces. He got fire tracks too.
He tries
Yeah.
not to talk about that though.
Well, can't hide it,
Nah.
son. You can't hide it. The new project we're working on got some Red on there.
Yep,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
yep.
dope. Now you spoke on a good topic of when it comes to digging because there's a big misconception that it's only hip hop, but any musician that listens to music will dig. They do their research. They're gonna
Right,
do their
Absolutely,
homework.
right.
absolutely. Yeah, it comes from listening to the people who you're inspired by. I mean,
Hmm.
that's where it comes
Yeah,
from. So
and knowing what came before you.
yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Hmm.
To me, it's funny that people get insulted by it because to me, it's almost like I'm paying you homage, man. I love your stuff so much. I want it to be part of what I'm doing.
Yeah,
So you know, um, but I guess as the original artist, you have to see it their way too. Like, oh,
that's
you're
true.
stealing my music.
Yeah.
I'm not stealing it. I love your stuff that
Everybody wants
much.
compensation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right.
End
Yeah,
of the day.
and Madlib has mentioned before, as well known as he is, he said, "I'm still a student," and he
Right.
mentioned so many greats in music,
Yeah,
mainly jazz.
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah. He's a master.
Mm.
Yeah, he is a master.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So, being that the two of you first met, tell us how that story started.
You want to
We
go or you want me to go?
uh we met doing the Crooked City. We were doing a track basically through Lord Willing, the other member of our Goon Union. Um,
Hmm.
we, me and him work a lot through the years, and then these guys have actually known each other a lot longer, and that they're boys basically. So I mean, I was kind of the new dude in the crew.
Yeah, I know Lord Willing for like 15 years or something. Um, we was all on the local hip hop scene a lot. I had to jump off because of reality. I had to deal with life for a long time. So I'm kind of getting back into it. And me and Lord linked up and started talking. And we only doing like one song, which ended up turning into the Crooked City EP. And during that, Lord and Red were putting out this Breaking Bread EP, and it was pretty dope. And I was like, yo, who's this guy,
Yeah.
man? What's up with this dude, man? I get him on the album. He's like, all right. So we hit up Red. Red's like, no doubt. We put that together, and really things kind of organically formed out of that. You know, we're just like, hey, we're kind of hungry. Let's put some shit out. You know.
That's dope.
Yeah, we were working on some shit with Stu Bangers anyway, me and Lord. So then it came to pass that we ended up deciding to do an EP with Stu Bangers, and then Wolfman just ended up like right place, right time, getting on like the crew, getting in the crew basically.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
That's ill. Now, Wolfman, you mentioned about your rhyming being a little off. Like that is a style that you picked up, and or did you like listen to yourself on the track and you noticed it and then you continue to do it that way?
You know what? When I spit, I don't try and spit a certain way. I just spit. You know, it's really, honestly, the beat dictates the way I spit. I mean, I write all the time, even without a beat. But when I do write with a beat, I just feel the flow of the beat. I kind of like to dictate whatever you know what I mean? I just go with what the beat tells me. And but I mean, there's the great MCs. I mean, Cool G Rap, the king of spit. You know what I mean? Like the king of lyrical wizardry. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, Pharaoh Monch, guys like that. I mean, I hold them high up. Black Thought. These Big Pun. I can't. There's too many, but I hold those guys high, and I try and have my own spit while trying to also read type. You know what I mean? Like, but really, I don't really have a specific style where I say, yo, I want to rhyme that way. I'm trying to do it. It's just the way it comes out for me,
Yeah.
Because I think it was on Crooked City. Trying to remember what track it was. I think it was one before MCA Day. Special Report.
Okay. Well, Special Report was like an interlude.
So it wasn't that one. When was it? I know it was before MCA Day. Oh, Dogma of Torture.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I noticed how you what you just mentioned. That was like the first time I kind of noticed that when the production is like a certain BPMs, it kind of sticks out a little bit more.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I like this. I do like the slower joints because, well, first of all, I'm asthmatic, so I can't get out my words like I wanna. But the slower the beat, the more I can get into it. The more I can allow myself to be lyrical. If that makes sense, It's like the '90s. I'm a '90s kid. You know what I mean? Golden era. I would say for me the golden era was like '85 to '95 or to 2005 maybe. For really, I mean, the greatest MCs came out of that 20-year period. I mean, to me. Not saying there's not guys that are good now, but.
And Red Rebel, the way you deliver on the mic, you got a certain like bang when it comes in every time. Like that's just how you start off, and that's how it continues.
Yeah. Well, I try to make the first line like stick out, you know what I mean, and the last line, stay in your head, so they catch you with some like, oh, motherfucking slang phenomenon, some shit like you're like, oh shit, so. Especially if you're going second or something, you want to stand out. You want to carry the track. If you're closing the track, you want to close it hard. You want to anywhere you go, you want to stand out. So if you lead it off, even you know what I mean, you want to come in like grimy, So anywhere you put me, I gotta stand out somehow, So I gotta come in like sometimes I come from punk too. I come from punk rock, hardcore, where it's like screaming on the mic. So sometimes, like, you could ask this dude, I have a hard time not screaming in the booth, like, coming in there, like, ah! Right, bro?
Yeah, no doubt. This, sometimes this guy blows his vocals out on the first track,
Yeah.
right?
Really?
You
Before
gotta
even getting
chill
there,
out,
with my kids screaming on my
Yeah,
kids
no,
before I even get.
I think that's a good thing about Goon Union. I mean, really, the three of us have like different styles. I mean, that's my opinion, but that's what I
Mhm.
hear when I listen to it. And
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. There's such a. I mean, we're all East Coast, so it's not like one of us is Southern and one of us is West Coast. But I mean, for the East, for the Northeast, we have three different styles. The way we approach it.
Approach it. Yep.
Yeah.
And how does that competition come when you're laying down the track?
I mean, for me, it's fun. I mean, I like it. So, I mean,
Yeah, it's
whether
healthy.
it is healthy, it is healthy. Yeah,
It's like I want to be the best on the track, but then at the same time, I want the track to sound the best too. Like I
right.
try to put the ego aside too, because it's like try to make the music be the best part of it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like
yeah,
as long as it sounds good. You know what I mean? If you could tell me like take that line out, or this sounds better. Like I'm humble about it when you're giving me criticism. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
yeah.
But
I'm the same way, man. But like he said, I mean, here's the thing. Yo, when I get on the track, Fred, I burn him down. But you know what? I want him to burn me down, so I want to burn him down. So I mean,
Right.
I want him to come hard on that track. I want Lord to come hard on that track. I want them to make me look bad, so I try and make them look bad, and that we're just constantly working off each other for that. And that's no matter who I do it with.
Mhm.
You know what? I mean, listen, if you're gonna burn me on a track, that's great, especially if it's my track. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't ask for more. So
yeah, true. Yeah, it's always ego shit, but it's like you're still trying to be you're still at the end of the day you want the art to shine through. It's not about the personal. You know what I mean? It's about it's
right,
sonic. You know what I mean? That's what
Yeah.
that's what that's what remains is the sound. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
at the end of the day, what's left is the music. So the people the
correct.
ego's
Yeah.
dead. At the end of the day.
Yep, yep. It's
But
all about the project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of energy, I got to bring up United Soul Alliance
Well,
because
thank you.
the way y'all rhyme together,
Yeah, it's my best
it
friend,
it
Marlon,
is.
Infinite the Ghost.
Mm,
Yeah,
yep.
I'm actually because we was talking about making beats. I'm actually producing the next one. He's doing all the rhymes, and I'm just
Oh,
making all the beats.
okay.
So we're doing that right
Nice.
now. Yeah,
Mm,
because we've been it's been hard to like get in the same room for a while because of everything going on. So we're just trying
yeah.
to figure out like creative ways because we both work a lot too. Like we have families and we work a lot. So right now that was just like a creative way so that we can still put out something new.
Mhm.
So I'm doing all the beats. I still jump on a couple of them, but I'm gonna do the whole production wise, and he's gonna do all the MCing on it. That'll be the next
Nice.
project.
Mm,
Well, one of the next projects. But yeah,
okay.
I mean, yeah, I always have fun. We really like we never done so well. I guess we have performed once live with these guys, but we usually
Hmm.
like I've done a lot of shit with United Soul Alliance, and that shit's always fun.
Dope, dope, dope.
Hell yeah.
Now, tell me about because I'm not too familiar the down spirals.
Oh damn.
Savon, Mike Fiend,
Yeah.
and
All right. Oh shit. Uh, that's some old shit I produced. It's Save One. DJ Save One.
Save
Shouts
one.
to
Oh, okay,
Ramrod.
sorry about that.
Yeah, and Mike Fiend. Mike Fiend's my brother. And yeah, I produced a lot of that shit. Yeah, that's some old stuff. That's like 2005, man. That's a while back. You're looking at my band camp, aren't you?
Yeah, you gotta do your homework.
That's right. Yeah, yeah,
So,
Dope.
so is your brother still rhyming?
Yeah,
yeah. He's around.
yeah, yeah.
He's around.
Okay.
He's always close by.
That's right. That's right. Oh, he's my twin. So
Hmm.
Yeah, that was a dope project. That was one of my favorite projects they did. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
That was a dope project. Had some good songs. Had some good beats. Studs Ramrod. He's a good. I'm actually doing a project with him very soon. So that's we're gonna yeah do our thing. See what happens.
Dope.
Mm.
A concept album. So
Okay. Mm. So give a person like me a glimpse of the hip hop scene up there, since I've never been up there.
Like now, how it is now.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, we kind. I mean, as far as Rhode Island's kind of disjointed. Like I don't know nowadays, as far as Providence goes, like there's a lot of vets like they've been doing it for a long time. They
Hmm.
actually had a thing called Culture Shock, like my dude Chachi. That's actually our studio that we record at. He's like he's like they call him like the mayor of Pawtucket. That Pawtucket's like the other city here.
Okay.
It's Providence and Pawtucket. Like the expansion team for the Red Sox used to be there, the Paw Sox. And then
Ah.
yeah, he's like the biggest one of the like most respected artists from Rhode Island. And he put on something called Culture Shock. Apollo Brown was here, and then Jay DePina, who's from Pawtucket as well. Dope producer for the Legion, like Dice Man, all them. Like he
Hmm.
produced for mad people. Um, he was in there. Apollo Brown, Miles Grimes. He's from Pawtucket as well. Swan Noddy actually was connected with who was he down with Wolfman with Ninth Wonder and
yeah, seeing Jay and all them guys. The
yeah, he
the
went
other
down. He was
the other side.
yeah, he was down with like he's on a lot of Ninth Wonder shit from like the when he would
Yeah,
what was that crew?
he did a project with Ninth Wonder, but also he was in
Yeah,
Roulette.
Justice League. Yeah, Roulette was
Yeah,
Sean Jackson and
yeah,
Swan Noddy. Like that was like
Uh,
late '90s. Yeah, there's a lot of dope. There's a lot of dope underground shit. Like as far as like main like Sage Francis kind of
yeah,
was
yeah, I remember. Yep.
he's from
Hmm.
Providence. Eclipse is from Providence.
yeah.
Then
DJ
Arab music
Yep.
is bigger. We actually used to do shows. Arab music would be doing like MPC shit that was nuts back in the
Yeah,
day
absolutely,
at Black
absolutely.
Rep and shit. There's a lot of talent. It's just very crabs in the bucket, like very disjointed. Like I think
Gotcha.
it's getting better, like because people like
Hmm.
that's like older now, like kind of get that chip off their shoulder and they can work together. But like coming up, it was a lot of like even like when I was here since like I've been here for like 15 years, and like when I first got here, everybody's just kind of like I don't know, they're just kind of on their own shit and fuck everybody else, you know. So,
Yeah,
I see.
but
yeah.
there's a
It's like
lot of
that.
talent though. In Boston
Yeah,
too. Boston's very close, so there's a lot of talent in Boston too. So it's, there's a lot of people that
for
have
sure.
like connections with Ed OG and fucking mad people honestly like
Hmm.
Slain. Like we're connected with Slain. We're connected with
Gotcha.
we done shit with a lot of people. A lot of there's a lot of talent though, but there's not a
Yeah,
lot of people that broken out from Providence.
Hmm. That's kind of like the way Toronto and Rochester and Niagara Falls, they're kind of close like that.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, well yeah, a lot of talent there too. A lot of talent.
Yep.
Yep.
Hmm.
I know that Niagara Falls is grimy. I was just up there and I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was that grimy. I'm like, damn, it's a dirty city.
Wow. Hmm.
Yeah, man.
So we talked a little bit about Wolfman and what type of production he does. Let's hear about you, Red Rebel.
yeah,
Uh, I'm more the opposite of him. He's doing like without loops and shit. I'm all about uh like soul loops and I mean as far as like I don't know. I'm more like I don't know. What do you mess with the MPC? I use the MPC 1000.
yeah, yeah. I
I'm
got
pretty.
MPC.
I've been making beats a long time, but I'm like just getting good basically. Like I'm just like finding my way. Like I made beats on some United Soul Alliance joints, some
Hmm.
albums, but Like I feel like now I'm like way more focused and making a lot more beats all the time. So I don't really have a sound. I try to make even when I'm making a project right now for my dude. I'm trying to send him as much eclectic shit as possible. So some shit is like some crazy shit, and then you know what I mean. We got the project we're doing. We just completed a project, me and Wolfman, that's called Red Wolf, and he did like what four beats. I did like
Yeah,
4 beats,
yeah,
and
I
then there's
think
another 3 beats, right? It's like split in
yeah.
half, and then
Well, we
there's a
get the
couple more
skits.
thrown
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
Okay.
And we got Lord Willing on there. We got who else we got on there? You want to tell them?
Who'd you say?
People we got on.
You
We got Lord
want
Willing.
to tell
We
him?
got we got Thurston Howard third. We got who else?
Oh,
Yeah,
Copyright.
he came with
Copyright.
copyright. Yeah.
damn.
So
Wow.
all the people. Yeah, it's gonna be dope though.
Dope.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we got
So-
Robust Resonated. Family.
another. Yeah, he's on the Crooked City too, right?
Yes, he is. Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, if you heard the Crooked City, the song had Bugsy H, Tango
Bugsy
Webs.
H, dope.
That Robust was on that, and he's on a new joint too, new venture. Well, I mean, we literally just left the lab, man. We were just in the studio right before
we finished up
right before this interview. So we're kind of putting together the album. We got another session to master it, and then hopefully in June we'll start, or maybe end of June, early July, we'll be up in the Red Wolf project.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, Red, being that you're a Black Sabbath fan, have you sampled any yet?
Like no,
I'm a Black Sabbath fan too, bro.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I had
yes, I have sampled Black Sabbath.
I want to though,
but you'll never know.
It's all now you flip it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're one of the best groups of all time.
Yeah, one of my favorite groups. Bad Brains, Black Sabbath. Yeah. Sonic Youth.
Still, their debut still my favorite.
The first Black Sabbath.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's a
great album.
Yeah.
I like the first 6 albums.
Yeah. I like all this stuff, man.
I have a favorite, man.
I go back to Paranoid a lot, though. I mean, I have like at least 5 copies. Yeah, I got like 5 copies of Paranoid, bro. I mean, just because I've sampled different pots, and just because you hear different records have different pops, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what? I'm not gonna say no more because you don't know where I'm getting stuff from, you know. But Paranoid is one of my favorite albums.
Everybody knows the singles, but the deep cuts on that album are the shit on Paranoid.
Oh yeah, no, they are. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I really like that album.
Rat Salad, bro. Rat Salad.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I could just play that album over and over.
Yeah, Master of Reality, man. All that shit. Volume 4, all the albums. Even the first Ozzy album, Blizzard of Oz. That's Randy Rhoads, man. It's more like polished metal, but it's a good album, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Crowley.
Yeah, no doubt. I just had to tell my father what that song was about. I'm like, you don't know what that, you don't know.
Crowley, right?
So my father had no clue, man. I'm like, no, you didn't even know. Like, Dad, what are you talking about? Like, he introduced me to all that stuff, and I'm like, you don't know who he's talking about? He's like, nah, I don't have a clue. He's like, I just like the music. I don't care about what they're talking about.
I wish my dad listened to Black Sabbath. He was listening to like Queen and fucking Linda Ronstadt and shit.
Yo, you should see my father's creates. My father is the original digger. You know, I mean, he has like 30, 40 Frank Zappa albums. So I grew up listening to Frank Zappa a lot, and I love Frank Zappa to this day. I mean, but like.
He's so excited about Frank
top
Zappa.
3 all-time albums. No
Which
doubt.
One? Hot Rats.
I'd say I told you Paranoid's probably my favorite one. I like that dark stuff. You know what I mean? But But yeah, I
The
mean,
first, the
so
first
my
one's
father.
great too.
Yeah, the first one's great. I mean, I got a couple copies of that too, actually.
NIB is fucking bang.
Yeah, but yeah, my father started all that for me. And he brought me up on all kinds of stuff. I mean, obviously the Led Zeppelins,
Yeah, Led
you know,
Zeppelin. My father
uh,
did have that shit.
oh yeah, dude. I mean, my father, he still has them. I can't, I hate to say it, but that's the one thing I'm looking to
My father's
inherit.
dead.
Now my father had Rudy Raymore records, so I
Oh
listen to
man.
like Rudy Raymore. I don't know if you know that or
Blowfly.
Dolomite.
Yeah,
My
Dolomite.
father's Rudy Raymore records have been listened to so many times that the label, I mean the sleeve is falling apart. Like that's how many times it was one of the first when I started listening to hip hop a lot. My father would come in, especially when they started doing like the funkadelic stuff. My father was like, "What are you talking about?" He'd come in with a record like they sampled George Clinton. Listen to this. When I listen to De La Soul, we myself and
That's
I. He's
cool,
like,
man.
what are these guys doing?
That's
I know
dope.
what they
That's
sampled.
cool.
Yeah. It was cool.
Me and my brother had to
That's
discover
dope.
all that shit on our own, man. You're lucky.
Yeah. No, yeah, my father was cool like that. I mean, but he did it, but he was also kind of angry about it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, they're stealing George
They're
Clinton.
stealing it.
Like, yeah. But it was cool. I mean, that's how I really found out about. Like before that, I was just a fan. I didn't know about sampling. So my father started saying, "What is this?" Yeah, that was cool. That's a
That's
cool
dope.
thing. So I can't wait to get those records. I can't wait.
Yeah, man.
That's dope. He
Funkadelic. I'm calling some of those.
he indirectly piqued your interest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Dope.
Funkadelic. That's another one of the best bands ever, man.
Yeah,
Funkadelic.
yeah.
It might be. I mean, they're up there, man.
Another group that my father introduced me to, who I actually sampled a bunch of their stuff, was Weather Report. You guys know Weather Report?
Oh yeah, of course, man.
So
Jazz fusion.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like a jazz fusion, and like Bob James kind of stuff. But I didn't know about Bob James. My father would
Chick
play
Corea.
a lot of. Yeah, you know what? Chick Corea is one of my. That's one of the guys I was talking about. I found Chick Corea, and oh my God, so many guys just through digging, and I'm like, wow, these guys are awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The old composers and stuff. I mean. Lalo Schifrin, man. I mean, listen to his stuff, and I'm like, this guy's a genius.
Never heard of that one.
Lalo Schifrin, yes, you have. He probably did like every great movie from like the 60s and 70s. He did the whole soundtrack for Enter the Dragon.
Oh really? That's cool.
Yeah, he did like Bullet, like all those old 70s ill ass sounds and stuff. I mean,
All right.
he's worth digging, dude. He probably has 60 albums under his name.
Oh shit. That's
Yeah,
more
he's
than
no
you.
joke. Yeah, that's a lot more than me. Well, I don't know. By the end of this year, maybe. We'll see.
Lord willing has more.
Yeah, Lord Willing puts out one like a week.
We're trying to do a track with this Irish drill rapper now.
Nice.
Named Ink from Dublin. Named Ink. It's pretty crazy. I used to live over there, and dude's from like the roughest part of Dublin.
Really?
Yeah, from Ballymun. But yeah, it's pretty crazy shit.
He's going international.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've been into that.
You have family that's originally from there?
Yeah, I used to live over there too. Yeah, my family's from Galway, the west coast of Ireland. I used to live in Dublin and Cork. Huh?
Okay.
My family's from Cork.
Oh yeah, I used to live.
Yeah.
I used to know your cousin.
I don't know if you knew my cousin.
Wolf boy.
Yeah, Wolf boy. Wolfie.
Rory
He's a nice
Gallagher.
Irish lad.
Yeah, man.
Cool. Now, before we get into Temple of Goons, You see that real quick.
Yeah, get the hard copy. Very good.
It's a
Very
reverse.
nice.
Yeah, respect, bro. Appreciate that.
Tell
Yeah.
us,
Yeah, much
tell us,
appreciated.
tell us about the other half, the third, I should say, of Goon Union, Lord willing.
Well, he's at the strip club now. He works at a strip club. We works at two strip
Okay.
clubs, right? Right. Well, he's a
Yes.
bouncer. He's a DJ at a strip club. He's a bouncer at a
Oh
strip
damn.
club. Yeah, so
And
he's in the underworld. He's the
I'm
underbelly.
I'm pretty sure he's a Viking as well.
Yeah, he's a goon, but Lord Willing's Lord Willing knows a lot of goons. Lord Willing's the goon of the group. He's the real. He's down with DMS.
He's the Union Stewart.
Yeah, he's our sharp steward.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's a dope rhymer, man. He's that's how I got connected with him. Actually doing punk rock hip hop shows with like Rebel Matic from New York. We started doing shows in Newport, Rhode Island, like punk
Mhm.
and hip hop. And I had him on some shows, and then we started doing tracks together. And that's going back a little while. He's a dope man. He's been around a long time. He's younger than both of us, but he's, you know what I mean. He's his work ethic is crazy too. He
Yeah.
puts out.
He,
He's in the studio. He's in the studio. He lives in the studio. Like I have a studio in my house, and he's in the studio more than my house. You know what I mean?
he's a
He
beast.
he lives there. Yeah, he's it's constantly putting out content. He's got 10,000 followers on Instagram, which is a big deal to him.
Yeah. If you look into his catalog, once upon a time he did a bunch of mixtapes called Boombox Saints, and that's back when he did that with a buddy of mine, Troop Raw, and that's kind of when we started hanging around, knowing each other. I produced a bunch of stuff for them back then, and that's how far we go back. So that was like 2000 ish, somewhere in that time. So he's been doing it, yeah. And the whole time I was away doing my reality stuff, he was out there rocking. So you gotta give it to him.
Yeah, he comes from hardcore too. He comes from he sings in a band. What's the one he used to tour with Scarhead? It's Monk Ski Mask Monk. No, what's the band? What's the name of his hardcore group?
I can't think. I'm having a brain fart.
Something Monk. But yeah, he's in hardcore groups too, and down with like all the DMS crew, like Agnostic Front, Madball, or the he's in the hardcore scene as well. Is what I'm trying to say, and he brings that energy to the music too. Very raw, very street shit. Very hoodlum. But at the same time, he's lyrical. He's talented.
Yeah.
He's got a bar for every track. He's very prolific. He's very hungry too. For an artist, very hungry.
Yeah.
He's always
He always
trying
sounds
to
that
do
way.
more. Yeah. He's talented. He lives it. There's nothing fake about him. He is what he's talking about. That's who he is. He'll hit you over the head with a bat. He'll drag you out and fucking. He doesn't even drink. He doesn't even drink anymore. But he's a barroom hooligan.
That sounds like the name of an album right there, Barroom Hooligan.
It does.
Right. All right.
I think he just named his next project.
Yeah, you gotta play this back for him.
Yeah, he should be in.
Now the track, being that you're talking about that energy, playing the escape route is one of those early tracks that I remember hearing them on.
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of the first. That might be the first track we did. We actually recorded some shit for him, and we did 2 tracks for him for his project with Ransom Notes, and then I did 2 tracks for me just for like loose stuff, and then I ended up putting out like a track a week for a year, and he was on a bunch of those, and I think that might have been the first one that we did with Sultan Mir. Actually, I did a bunch of stuff with Sultan Mir.
Yeah, you did a lot with it, I remember.
Yeah, and I think that might have been the first one. Playing the escape route might have been the first one we actually dropped. That was like 2019, 2020.
And it's crazy, around the time that you were doing a lot of work with Sultan Mir, he also did the album with Recognize Ali. And at that time, a lot of people didn't know about Recognize Ali.
Right.
Now look at him.
Yeah, we know well. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I used to talk to Recognize Ali too. Yeah, he's big now. He's definitely a big name. Yeah, he used to wish me happy birthdays and stuff. Like, well, yeah. No, but Stolten is a nut. He's a nut, but he's dope. He's a good producer, man. They did that album a while ago. I think that was like 2016. That him and that's why I first heard of him too.
Yeah, I was around that time.
Yeah. But he's talented, man. He's another guy that's really versatile. You know, he works with a lot of like Bay Area rappers too.
Oh, okay.
And then that's like his favorite shit. But then yeah, definitely the album was Recognize Ali when I first heard of him too. He's a dope producer though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did a lot of stuff together too. I probably have like 100 tracks with him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. And while we on talking about Sultan Mir, I gotta bring up
Hidden War. Yeah, he did a lot of that. War. He did a lot of, yo, appreciate you, bro. Still in the shrink wrap. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Yeah, man. That was a lot of him. That track Diaries with Rim. That's a dope one. I was just thinking about that track today because my dude Uncle Evan that set that off. He's another really talented artist from Providence. He has a radio show here too. I was just on it on WBRU at Brown University. I play a lot of hip hop. He has a show on Saturday nights, and then they have a crew called he has a group called Evans Vinyl Collection, a really really good group. And then he's in a crew, Evans Vinyl Collection, and then they put out a couple years ago, and then he's loosely affiliated with Dirty Dirty too, who's like one of the best crews out too in Providence. I'm actually working. I did a track recently with Lord Gremathy, and then the other guy from there, Dirty Ice. I got a track. United Soul Alliance has a track coming with him. He's immensely talented. They're from New Bedford originally, but they're based in Providence. And Lord Gremathy puts on a weekly hip hop show called Locals Only. It used to be a radio show, but it's at Troop. It's a spot in downtown Providence, well, not really down West End Providence, and he does it every Thursday night. It's local hip hop, and he has people like Stu Bangers. So we did a show with Stu Bangers. Got Jay DePina's there all the time, but just talent from all over the area, the New England area.
That's dope.
Yeah, Apollo Brown
he's like an ambassador. Right? No, Apollo Brown did the Culture Shock.
Culture Shock. Yeah. That's right.
But Lord Gremathy he also goes by Grammy Graham. Like that's my boy. We used to all live in a house together. United Soul Alliance. He used to live in the next door to me, like literally. But yeah, very very talented guys. Dirty. That they're like the top of to me the best around. Like. Yeah, but anyway, I went off on a tangent. But Uncle Evan, he's on that track with me. He's dope. He killed that track too. That's one of my favorite tracks on that album. With Rim from the Villains.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a dope one. Yeah, I appreciate you having that, man. You're probably one of 48 people that have that because I still got to copy something. Literally.
Yeah, that's a dope album. And one of the reasons why I brought this up too was I was mentioning when I was growing up listening to nonfiction, and then I hear how y'all spit. You got a lot of similarities.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, dope.
Yeah, actually, used to work with. When we were making the video with Ill Bill, I was like, yo, I used to work at Shari Zedek, and he's like, it took a second, and he's like, oh, Shari Zedek, because I used to work with his mom. That's how I first heard about Nectar when I was like 17, doing data entry at this this place with his mom. So yeah, we used to hear about Ronnie and Billy like way back then. Well, yeah, that's how I first
Wow.
heard about. I heard about them a long time ago. So yeah,
Yeah, I remember them
That's
from the
dope.
beginning.
yeah, absolutely. I know you used
Yeah.
to you talked to Necro on the phone, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That was about some stuff. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah. But
who
they're
is
good
it that
people.
you? Yeah, definitely. Did you work with Lord Gore-Tex first, right?
Yeah, these guys
Uh,
did.
yeah. We that was Lord Willing. So yeah, he has a connection with him. He kind of knows him a little bit. So
Hmm.
he hit him up. He was looking. Uh, I think that the song the Dogma Torture, the way it happened was Lord was gonna do a song with Gore-Tex either way, and then he did it, and he asked me if I wanted to give him a beat. I gave him a few beats. They chose one of my beats, and then obviously I just spit the hook on it. So Lord Willing was saying, "Yo, you want to spit the hook on this song?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I don't care." And then as we started to build on the Crooked City album, he's like, "Yo, I just want to put this on the Crooked City thing." And I was like, well, "Go for it, man. That's fine with me. I'm not gonna argue." I mean, Vortex, he's an LMC. He's a real spitter. He's
Yeah,
a esoteric spitter too. The way he spits, I mean, I don't really feel like a lot of people spit the way he does. He's super good. He lives up to his name. He's gory, and I love that shit.
yeah. He's a weirdo too. All them are
Yeah.
crazy, like maniacs.
Yep.
Hmm. So let's get to it. Temple Lagoons,
Absolutely.
Stu Bangers.
Yeah,
That name right there alone, he's continuously making a name for himself, and I know with those short video clips that he puts up on Facebook and IG, that really got a lot of people's attention.
Yep.
right, right. Yeah. Yeah, he works hard, man. He's like, I don't know that I don't know that he has another job. You know what I mean? That's what he does.
Hmm.
He's in the lab. You know what I mean? He's sponsored by, I think he's sponsored by LRG now.
Yeah. He's pumping
That's
them
what he
out.
does. Him and his son, his
Dope, dope.
young
And his
bangers
son, yeah,
too.
Young Bangers,
Yeah,
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
My kids are pissed. They're like, yeah. I'm like, yo, you gotta step it up. Young Bangers bought a PlayStation with his beat money. You gotta step it up. They're like, that shit, Young Bangers. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, what can you do but respect him? He's a
Yeah.
hardworking dude. Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely
Yeah.
one of the dopest in the underground. Like with that style, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
yeah, he's dope. Yeah,
And
I mean,
we appreciate
I think I first heard him on Sean Price on Mike Tyson.
Mike
Okay.
Tyson. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had that beat, and then I mean, he's just gotten better and better. I think the Cannibal Hulk album with
Yeah.
Bill.
Bill. Yeah, that
They're
was a
going
good album.
they're
And
doing a
the
second one too.
oh, and the joint album he did with Eric Bobo,
Oh
That
Empire.
thing was crazy. Yeah, there was some good stuff on there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
That's a next level shit.
Yeah. Eric Bobo was
Eric
nasty.
Bobo
So
is amazing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Willie Bobo's dope too.
Yeah. Absolutely. I got a
Hmm.
bunch of his wax.
Do you? You got Evil Ways?
Don't worry about what I got.
Yeah, that's a no. Yeah, but yeah, the album with Eric Bobo's dope. The album he did with Esoteric was dope.
Hmm.
He's got a lot of
All
dope
type of
joints.
stuff. No, Noah the
Yeah,
Flood. Oh,
yeah. Wow, yeah. No, he's prolific too, man. He just dropped the joint with
Army
Drez
of the
from Black
Pharaohs.
Sheep. Uh,
That too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Or Army of the Pharaohs too. Yeah, Blackistan. R.I.P.
Hmm.
Blackistan.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were actually thinking about. I had said we should get Blackistan on the Temple of Goons, and we that was somebody we wanted to get on the album, but it just didn't end up happening. But
Hmm.
we were doing a short album, but we definitely wanted to have Blackistan on it as well, and just didn't end up happening. Esoteric was another one, but yeah, but they definitely I mean, Stu Bangus is. I mean, he's one of the best around.
So tell us the story for Temple Lagoons. That how everything came to be.
Well, it was just simple. It was just like me and Lord Willing did the Russian hash joint with Ill Bill, and that got a lot of they got a lot of buzz, and we were like, yeah, we want to continue working with Stu because I think it's a good vibe, you know what I mean? And then all three of us were, you know what I mean, we started like a group chat, and then we were all working together at the time, so it was organic, you know what I mean? It just came together. And
I kind of pushed my way on. I was like, yo, I want a piece of that. You know, these guys are talking about doing it. I was like, yo, come on, man. I mean,
strong arm.
Shit.
Yeah, but
I don't know
about
you killed it. There was a little bit of begging and pleading too. No, I'm only kidding.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it adds a layer. You know what I mean? It's like two MCs can only do so much. When you have a third one, it's more interesting. I feel like, you know what I mean? A group. You know, and there's not a lot of that anymore. I feel like if it's two MCs, but three MCs isn't as common as it used to be. And three, I feel
That's
like
true.
all on the level too. You know, nobody's really way better than the other one or way worse than the other one on tracks. Like it's pretty leveled out. So it worked out.
Well, the fact that it's diverse, I mean, how could you even have one better? We got three different styles, so you know what I mean. Like you can't really say one's better than the other because we're not just kicking the same old shit, you know. We took our forefathers and kicked it up a next level. What I think, how I feel, you know. I might sound like somebody else or so whatever, but I think lyrically, I'm trying to push it to the next, the next step, up another notch, you know.
Definitely. And about how many tracks did y'all work on? Because there's
that's
7
it.
on
What
here.
You hear? That's it. And there's only 6 on the streaming. So the 7, the Demons Apostles joint is only on CD. That's only on the CD. Yeah, and Bandcamp. That's the only place you can hear it. The digital, if you buy the digital album or if you buy the CD, that's the only way you can hear that. But that's all we did. We picked 7 and we did 7.
Okay.
Yeah, we got some more stuff coming with Stu Bangers, but.
Dope. Do you have a favorite track? Filthy? I was gonna say that's one of my favorite tracks, Filthy.
Oh wow, yeah, me too.
Nice,
definitely.
Yeah, I like them all. I mean, you know.
Nah, I like.
It's hard to say. I like fish food. If I had to, damn, man, I don't know.
What's the other one?
I think
the Creeps is dope.
I think
the Creeps, yeah.
All Goons might be my favorite.
All Goons, Sick Puppies is dope.
Sick Puppies. Dude, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, they're all dope.
I think All Goons is getting a lot of plays.
They are all dope.
All Goons is getting a lot of plays. Yeah, like if you look at streaming wise, All Goons is second to Fish Food, and it's got a lot of plays on that one.
Really? Oh,
it must have got picked. It must have got picked up on some playlist or some shit. Cause
good.
Yeah, that one.
Let it keep getting picked up.
Yeah.
I'm always working, so I'm.
Yeah, you're the only one with a job.
No. I'm saying. No, I'm talking about working in the lab. So I mean. I hardly go out. I mean, I'm just working on new beats or whatever, new music. So I don't even look. I put out some shit. I don't even watch it. You know, I'm kind of terrible with that stuff. You know, I don't.
Yeah, Lord Willing's the opposite. Lord Willing put out a song, and the same day he's like, "Why does it only have 300 views? What is going on?" We're like, bro, just let it boil a little.
Yeah, let it
be. Like, come on, bro. He's a millennial.
And with 3 unique styles, that's more than enough. Y'all went ahead and actually had a guest feature on here, and that guest feature is no slouch. We're talking about RJ Payne.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I
Mm.
mean, we wanted to have one guest on the project, and we wanted it to be somebody that was going to be, like you said, a beast. And he's one of the best right now in the underground. I feel like lyrically and just like hungry wise.
And
So,
we all got big respect for him too.
and Stu's actually working on something with him. So it was like, yo, can you
Man.
ask him to get on the track? And it was like, yeah, I'll ask him. So, and he did it. I mean, it's a, you know, it's a blessing. We wanted to do a video too, and it was like this dude is busy, so it was like we couldn't even get him on the phone. So it was like, yeah, we did it. He did the track for us, and that was it. And it was nothing, literally nothing more than that. But it,
Mm.
it came out dope. So we
Yeah,
appreciate it.
we're grateful. We're grateful. Yeah,
We're
no
grateful.
doubt.
Yeah, because I mean, it added a little something to the album too, where it's like it added some buzz.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Which is what
yeah,
which is
I
what
agree.
which is what it was for.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get him on the podcast, and he responded, but he said
He
before,
did.
I'm pretty busy, so
He's
I'll
busy.
try and get back to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even Stu was like, "Yo, he's not even responding to me anymore." I don't know. We were like, "All right, we're not gonna use our leverage, too much to like,
Hmm.
because with a relationship like that, you don't want to, use their powers too much."
Yeah, everybody's doing their own thing. I mean, why push?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just do it.
Yep.
Take what you get and move on.
Hmm.
And
exactly.
he's over here
Yeah.
trying. He's putting out. He's still doing an album a month right now, right? He's trying to put out like an EP
Oh,
a
Yeah.
month or
album a
something.
month. Yeah,
So
Yeah. Each month. Yep.
yeah, yeah.
so he's not. He don't have time.
Album.
So you know what? Take what you got. The verse is real dope. So I mean, he
Yeah,
blessed
yeah.
us with a dope verse. I don't feel like he came any less than he should have on that verse. So I mean,
Not at
I
all,
like it.
nah.
So
Yeah,
No.
he
Mm-mm.
killed the track.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I re-recorded after I heard the shit. I mean, I think Willen did too. We were like, nah, man, damn, man, we gotta do this shit over. This shit's too hard.
I hate to say it, but I felt good about mine. I liked mine. I'm using a cut
Yeah.
from it from a new project. I'm using a cut off that
Oh, okay.
song for a project.
Nice.
Now, as always, I like to talk about artwork because artwork is what you remember when you talk about an album. And
Right.
this artwork, most of us grew up on Indiana Jones,
Right.
so we
Yep.
already know.
Yeah.
But y'all gonna break down what made y'all pick that, and also talk about the artist. Is Miggs the artist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes the
Oh,
artist.
Yep.
Yep. I
yeah.
actually know him. I know him from doing a show with he had a group called Dope. He's actually a dope rapper too. He had a group called Dope Sandwich with a guy named Dope Knife. I don't know if you're familiar. He's from
Nice.
down south, somewhere maybe Maryland. Dope Knife. Yeah,
Mm,
he's a dope freestyler. He's dope artist. They had a label too. It's like Dope Sandwich. They had me
mm.
on a mixtape and
I
shit.
gotta
But
check that.
let's go back a little while. Yeah, but they're good, and he's a good rapper too. But I mean, as an artist, he's just sick. He worked with my
Yeah.
dude Big Low from Florida. He did a lot of his art, and I was like, yo, I gotta get this guy to do something. And then when the time came, I usually work with a dude named Paragon actually. But I was like, let me do something else for this. And then we were
Yeah.
like, once we had the concept for Temple of Doom, and we had some of these like weirder like European movie posters for it. He was like, "Yo,
Mhm.
say less." He fucking killed it with the cover and the back. Like he just fucking like we didn't need anything else. He just fucking killed it.
Yeah. And what Red's not
Amazing
saying,
artist, amazing
what Red's
artist.
not saying is it was all his idea. He
Mm,
said
okay.
yo, we should do some like Temple of Doom type shit. I was like, yo, that sounds dope to me. He's like, yo, put us all on the cover. I'm like, yeah, I'm with it. We started looking up. We started
What
looking
the
like he
fuck?
said, started looking for the posters, and that was it. I mean, and so big up to Red because it was his idea.
That's dope. Mm.
I didn't hear much of that.
Well, you missed it, so you know what? You're screwed. I I
Did
said I
anybody
said
else?
the idea was yours originally. You're the one who said, yo, let's try and do some Temple of Doom type of stuff. because we were like, yo, and I was like, yo, well, let's just call it Temple of Goons then. You know, like why are we doing Temple of Doom when we're the Goons? Yo, do Temple of Goons. So that's
That's true.
why not? But yeah, but that really truthfully, the concept was all red. We built on it, and it all came from red.
Dope. So you planning any videos coming up?
More videos for that project?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we might do all Goons.
Yeah, we were talking about all Goons.
We're actually shooting in the summertime, right?
Right, hoping for the summertime vibe on that shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that's possible. We had a pretty elaborate idea for it, but it got kind of elaborate for this guy, right?
Yeah, that was. I have an idea for it, and but like I like movies and stuff, so I'm trying to do something a little more than just like the normal video. But it was a little cold, it's New England, man, so we just wanted to warm up a little bit before so we could do some outside stuff,
Yeah, that last video we shot, it was in March, but it was like -5 degrees out. That's why our faces are all red and shit.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah,
I noticed that.
Me and Lord Willing
are red.
Yeah.
What's the temperature out there right now?
52. So
Yeah,
it's not. It's getting better. It's really windy lately though.
Yeah.
So it's been kind of warm. Really, yeah. It's been, like we've got like 1 or 2 like 70-degree days where it's nice.
Well, this week it's supposed to hit 70s. Yeah.
Supposed to, yeah. Lord willing.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Dope.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you, bro, and I know your knowledge on hip hop is insane. So I know you're like I know you through the hip hop discussion group, and I mean, like that group is a blessing because some people in there are amazing. I mean, not all the newer people, but like the back in the day people. Like I've been on there. I think the first time I was on there was a different name. Like I had a different account. So I was on there since I feel like 2000, like when my kids were born. So like 2011, 2012. And you've been on it, before me. You've been on there forever. And I actually met you in New York one time.
Yeah, that's right.
The Rocksteady, man.
Rocksteady,
so
yep.
I appreciate you, man. You're a real true hip hop head, man. And that's awesome, man. And a few people in that group are like, make you proud to be part of the community, and you're definitely like a big part of that group, and I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate it. And even when you're mentioning certain artists from Rhode Island that I'm not too familiar with, I'm the type of person, if somebody's recommended to me, I'm going to go look it up, go listen to it, see what it's about.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely check out Evan's vinyl collection. And Dirty Dirty, Swanati, Chachi. Chachi is really, really dope. Who else, bro? You're from here.
You're naming them all. What the hell?
Roulette.
Yep, Roulette. Dude, there's so many to name. You know what?
Non-profits, right?
Yeah, non-profits. But you know who you should really pay attention to is Red Rebel, Lord Willing, and Wolfman Jekyll.
There you go.
Robust, the Resonated. I'm more worried about myself right now. I hate to say that.
Infinite the Ghost.
Infinite the Ghost.
Yeah. That's talented, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, I think to me, yeah. Yeah, to me, Infinite the Ghost is mad. He's a poet. So he's a renowned, he's got a TED Talk with I don't know, I think it's on Netflix. It has crazy views.
Damn.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, he's incredible, man. His name's
I
Marlon
like
Carey.
Tech Talk, so I definitely gotta check that
Yeah,
out.
watch the one called Marlon Carey. And it's time. It's about time, and he solves the Rubik's cube while he's doing a poem, like mad quick too. I mean,
Oh man.
he's a genius, and he's been doing that before. Like he's been doing that for like 10 years. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm privileged to be in the group with him. He put me onto the slam poetry scene in Boston. We used to do a lot. He was a fixture there every Sunday night, the Lizard Lounge in Cambridge. Um,
Nice.
yeah, right by Harvard University. And he's from actually Jamaica, but then Brooklyn, but then Dorchester, Boston, and
Hmm.
yeah. But I mean, yeah. I'm privileged, like I said, to be in a group with him and to work with him. I mean, I think he's one of those people that's got a jack of all trades. He's got his toe in so many waters that sometimes like you're spreading yourself. You know, you got so much talent. You just need to focus on one thing, and then you'll be the fucking
Yeah.
king of the planet.
Yeah.
You know, he's one of those most depth type Sagittarius fucking nutbags that. But yeah, I mean, immensely talented.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go look that up.
Yeah, hell yeah. United
TED
Soul
Talk,
Alliance.
What
That's me and him.
TED Talk is. I got
The TED
I got
Talk.
the TED Talk
Yeah.
app, so I usually listen to
Marlon
it
Carey.
like on the weekends or the nights. Marlon Carey. Yep, I'm gonna write that
Oh
down.
hell yeah, check it out. Yeah, hell yeah. Marlon Carey, yep. I gotta be out. My bad. My kids and my wife are playing my phone up.
No, we good. We good. We
I
about to
appreciate
wrap
you,
this
bro.
up.
Hell yeah. I appreciate you guys.
Now you already
So,
shouted out, some artists that I'm definitely gonna do my homework on. So as always, y'all can also give your shout outs right now.
You want to go first, bro?
go ahead. No, you go. You gotta go, right?
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Lord Willing. Obviously, shout out Stu Bangers. Shout out Dirty Dirty. Shout out my dude Marlon Carey. Phoenix, who's in the Creeps video too. United Soul Alliance. Shout out. Who else? Shout out Chachi Cavallo. Dirty Dirty, Dirty Ice, Dirty Furby, Gremlin, Lord Gremathy. All the kids in Providence are killing it.
No doubt. Yeah. I think he's gone.
All right.
Yeah, well,
Wolfman.
I want to shout out everybody Red said. I'm not gonna say everybody twice. Shouts to the Goons though. Shout to Red. Shout to Lord Willing. I don't know if you heard earlier. Me and Red working on a project, Red Wolf. So that's kind of next out of the gate.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give a shout out to my my boys over in Greece, the production crew, the Nerds. I got a project with them. It's already in the can, so like, they're working on it, and we're gonna be pushing that out soon. I got a project coming out, and my man Robusta Resonated. He's featured on that. I got a project coming out, which is already recorded, and it's produced by Body Bag Ben. And yeah, it's a 5-track EP. So
Body bag bang.
Be on the lookout for that. It's gonna have. Oh, there you are. It's gonna have my
I'm
boy
almost
Mines on. So yeah, it's gonna feature my boy Mines and what else do I got? And then I just got multiple other stuff.
Red Wolf.
I got a concept album with my boy Studs Samrod. Yeah, I already said that. Listen up. I got a project with my boy Studs Ramrod. It's a concept album, some future post-apocalyptic dystopian future type of little story. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a change.
Audio cinema. Yeah. So yeah, that's coming up, but and they're all
That's
pretty
dope.
much recorded. We're just
Mhm.
working on pushing them out. Trying to space them out a little bit between each other.
Dope.
I got a
Definitely
lot of
looking
catching
forward
up
to that.
with Red and Lord. These guys, I gotta catch up, man. I gotta get a run and
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, we've been saying that.
No shit.
Yeah, we got some bangers on the way though.
Definitely.
I'm trying to
And
get my daughter to make beats.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, and you and Lord have another part 2 to the last EP, right?
Oh yeah, well that's done. Who knows when that's coming out though?
Either way, it's coming
Yeah,
out.
we got Fire and Steel. That's the one with El Bill, and yeah, we got part 2 is recorded. I don't know how we're gonna do it though. And we got
That'll
some
be
stuff
Steel
with
and
Stu
Fire.
Bangers.
damn.
Yeah, we got some shit with Stu Bangers. Some stuff. I don't even want to say everything, but we got some bangers on the way. Definitely some heat. We got a joint with Slain and Copyright out now called The Beast with it. The Beast. What's it called? You know what's the name of
I
that
think
track?
it's the
The Beast.
yeah, I think
The
it's the
Beast
Beast
something.
Within, right?
The Beast out here. The Beast out here, I think.
The Beast out here. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, the Beast out here. Yeah. Yeah, with Slain and Copyright.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a dope one.
Yeah,
We got a lot of stuff.
I'm hoping to do an instrumental album with DJ Save too. We're trying to put together some stuff.
Okay.
Whoa.
What's that? The Johnson
Hopefully,
Police.
I want to put out some instrumental stuff too. So we'll see what happens.
Dope. All right. So definitely thank you, the two of you, Wolfman and Red Rebel. I know he said you got to go, so I gave him this time to give his shout outs, and definitely thank you for taking the time. And I also put in the comments the website for the CD and the T-shirt for Temple Lagoons, as well as both the band camps for all those to go and check out the music and support the physicals.
Much appreciated. Yeah, you can find me at Jack stuff too. And we got GoonUnion.com as well.
Yeah, that's the website.
Say it again.
That was the website I put up for the
Cool.
CD and the T-shirts.
Much appreciated. Yeah, we appreciate it, man. Something out from the padded cell too. If you get a chance to listen to that, I'd love to know what you think.
Say which one again?
Live from the padded cell. You can find it on my Bandcamp. It's my newest solo project.
Yeah, that was the one you dropped in March.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. I started listening to it. Yep.
Word up. I appreciate it.
Dope. Now I'm not gonna hold you any much longer. So, as always, on behalf of our HHDG Media crew, we're gonna say peace.
Peace.